And our whole basis is hospitality and loving on our staff. Therefore, our staff loves on our guests when they walk through these doors.
So today we're meeting with Joni Cole of Grays on Main in downtown Franklin. Thanks so much for joining us, Joni.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. It's an honor.
Yeah. So really, we wanted to hear about your story today and how you started this awesome establishment.
My husband and I, Michael, we started this business back in 2013. He had left corporate Disney and renovated an old building on their main street and put in a wine bar, art gallery, and music venue. We fell in love. He moved here. We got married. And I said, let's do that exact same thing, but in downtown Franklin on our main street. So we looked for about 6 years. We did our due diligence. We traveled all over. We went to restaurants, to bars, to music venues, everything that made us happy, and took a lot of photos, got a lot of information, and then waited for our children to grow up a little bit. And we found this building here on Main Street, Grays. It's a pharmacy, and we chose to put our establishment in this building.
So tell us a little bit about the building then, because you mentioned it was it used to be a pharmacy.
Right. So the building was built in 1876, and it was a pharmacy for about 60 years. The beginning of the building's life, it was an old furniture store, and then it morphed into a pharmacy, thus the gray sign that you see outside. So the building was built in 1876, pharmacy for about 60 years, and it was empty for 10 years. So when we came in to renovate the building, you can imagine what it looked like. But my husband, being a Disney artist and an architect like he is, Michael, he saw the vision, and he knew that this 3-story building was full of history and was just waiting for someone to come in and put love and passion into this building and to make it come alive again. So when you walk through the doors of Grays on Main, you're going to feel like you are in some place that makes you feel like home, but it's also very edgy and very upscale, but comfortable. You also feel like you're out of town at the same time.
Now, you before were a nurse, right? So what made you guys want to venture into owning a restaurant?
I was a nurse for about 18 years at St. Thomas Hospital in critical care and heart, and then stayed home with my children for about, 12, 14 years. And then wanted to get back into something, but really did not want to go back into nursing. Wanted to do something really fun and fresh and different. Back in the day when Grays was the pharmacy, it was also everything to everybody. The pharmacist was their doctors. They got their Christmas presents wrapped here. The county school books were here. So we knew that the bones was here. We knew hospitality was already in the bricks. In this building, it just screamed hospitality.
Tell us a little bit, now, so any entrepreneur starting something new, something from scratch, because you guys started about 4 years ago. What has been some of your struggles in this journey, and then also what's been some of your successes?
Well, starting a brand new business, not knowing anything, was a huge, not a struggle, but it was something that I wanted to overcome. And it was something that I was super, super excited about learning, the restaurant business. So while the building was being renovated, we have a dear friend, Andy Marshall, and he's a restaurateur as well. He took us under his wing, and we helped him open the Boathouse, which is down the street, and he taught us the restaurant business, Michael and I both. So for about 18 months, I volunteered and learned everything from busboy to kitchen to being a server, hostess, the ins and outs of running a restaurant. Then I told Andy that I needed to learn a little bit more. I needed more upscale restaurants. So he called a friend, a restaurateur in Nashville, Randy Rayburn, and he took me under his wing. And so he did the same thing. And so then when we opened the restaurant, I still was very, very green. Michael and I both were, and basically we learn through our mistakes. But if you're here, basically 24/7, if you're genuine, if you really serve your staff and you serve others, then you are going to be a success. Everything revolves around the table, and it really does when you think about it. When you have a baby, you have food brought to you. When you get married, there's food. When you graduate from high school, there's food. College, when you die, people bring food. So the table is very important in our lives as we walk through our daily life. And so I teach that, and we talk about that to our servers, that when you walk up to this dynamic of the table, you're entering into whatever's going on with your guests that are there. to be successful in the restaurant business, you have to have amazing food, you have to have an amazing atmosphere, and you have to have amazing service. You need to really, really pay a lot of attention to your host and hostesses because they make or break your restaurant. So the host and hostesses will bring our folks to their table, and they're given a tour. They're talking about the history, and then the server comes up and they piggyback off of that. And then the food is here, and the food is amazing. And then as you leave, the hostesses are opening the door for you again as you're leaving. So you're getting a full experience, and we hope that we hit all three of those: amazing food, great atmosphere, and amazing service and hospitality.
Let's talk about the food, probably the most important part, right? So tell us some of your signature dishes and why they're so special.
One of our signature dishes is our fried pimento cheese balls. And pimento cheese, back in the day when the pharmacy was here, they sold pimento cheese sandwiches. It's a pimento cheese ball on top of moonshine jelly. And so it's real moonshine that you make a jelly out of with 3 peppers, and everybody loves them.
Yeah,
they're amazing.
Excellent.
Have you had them?
Yes,
oh,
they're
good.
excellent.
Yeah, thank you. We're really blessed to have John Williams, who is our executive chef, and he thinks out of the box. We call it upscale casual dining. So we're going to have really good Southern food, but it's going to be upscale as well.
I wanted you to talk a little bit about, just highlight kind of some of your unique things. Obviously, you guys have a really cool stage. You don't see it, it's in the back here, but tell us a little bit about that, what you guys offer as far as like live music and when people can expect to come.
Well, we knew to be really successful, you had to do it all. So we serve lunch, we serve dinner, we are a music venue, we're also an amazing cocktail bar as well. We are an event space, so you can rent out this entire 2nd floor and have your big parties here. And then we have a private club on the 3rd floor. Our music venue part, we have music Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights. So we focus on jazz, blues, R&B, soul, indie. We'll do some pop. Sunday, we also have jazz in the middle of the day from 12 to 2. A lot of our shops are open on Sundays, so it makes for a great day for you to come down here and shop, come in, have lunch, and listen to some jazz.
Well, thanks so much for joining us, and it was so great to learn more about Gray's on Main, and I hope that you guys can come and check it out soon. It's right on Main Street in downtown Franklin. So thanks so much again, Joni. We really enjoyed learning your story.
Thank you. It was an honor. Thank you.
Thank you.